Hello, Namaskar everyone. Welcome to Dhwani, which means sound in Hindi. We bring to you resonating sounds created by the actions of women innovators, leaders, experts, and entrepreneurs who are making a difference in their and others' lives. We share their stories to inspire and empower other women. Dhwani is an initiative of Innoberry, which is offering a platform for the women to voice their thoughts, struggles, challenges, achievements, highs and lows, and the journey that they have undertaken. I am Pooja Bhatia, a tech transfer, patent licensing, and intellectual property professional, and now your host for this show. Let's inspire and get inspired. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today as we are going down the memory lane again on Memoria. And my guest for this session is one amazing lady who has touched every part of innovation ecosystem. She has been into research. She has been trained in IP and tech transfer. She has also taken care of incubation, and now she's a founder. Well, let me not let you guess. She is Dr. Yogmaya Verma, and she's a very good friend of mine. Yogmaya and I have two things in common. One is the passion for IP and tech transfer, and the other thing is that she's also trained in IP as a women scientist. Welcome, Yogmaya. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Pooja. I'm really excited to be part of this.
So, Yogmaya, which year were you trained? Was it before the name was changed to KIRAN scheme or before that?
So yes, it was an 8th batch.
Okay, eighth batch. And where were you trained? Was it with a law firm?
So I had the choice. I mean, we were given a choice to select between a government organization and a private organization. So I had a definitely inclination towards private organizations, but definitely because my son was 1 year old that time, and I thought maybe that would allow me to spend more time with him. So I went for CSIR and I got posted with Intellectual Property Management Division of CSIR. And that has been, I mean, a huge change in my life because I got placed with Dr. R.K. Gupta. He was heading the IPMD division that time. And we were 7 of us who got placed in IPMD.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yugma, I don't know if you know, but I was also trained in IPMD. And
Okay.
Gupta sir was the one who was taking care of the internship at that time too. He used to be, he was personally involved. And I do remember the kind of inputs and cases he used to give. It wasn't that you are just restricted to one particular field. You would get access to all the interesting cases. So at my time, the Neem case was going on. So we were involved in that too as an intern. So that was a wonderful experience. But it would be very nice if you could share about how your experience was, because the experience in a law firm is completely different. But how is it to intern with the IP division of one of the largest funding organization for R&D in India?
Correct. So yes, I mean, it was a huge difference when I talked to the other the other fellows. So then, I mean, joining the CSIR IPMD division, we had access to all the research that was coming from so many premier research institutes of India, because that is the central body for all research being managed. So CSIR has more than 15 research organizations, research institutes under it. So that was one big advantage. And I mean, apart from that, the key thing which I remember is Dr. R.K. Gupta offered to all 7 of us whether we would want to pursue only with our domain or anybody can take a challenge to work on any given application, because he said that somebody who is into patents should not be restricted to your field. you should be open to challenges because you would receive applications from all domains and research is always new. So then I was the only one who took the challenge, and that made me the one who had to directly definitely work with Dr. R.K. Gupta and everybody. I mean, you know that he was such a strict boss. So, I mean, definitely it was tough first working with him 1 year, but also, I mean, it was huge learning because of his tough nature and strict nature. So, I mean, I did multiple domains. I also got into being into a life science person. I mean, I also got into this wireless patent, which was for mines. So I
Mhm.
did work and I tried, and it has been helpful across my career. So I never get limited by the sector. And because now actually everything is interdisciplinary. When you're working
Yeah.
on biomedical inventions, you have to deal with technical part as well as science part. So it was of huge help for me.
So it has laid the complete foundation for the later years, I would say.
Right, right. And we definitely, I mean, they trained us into becoming patent agents, and we in the first year itself we qualified the patent agent exam. So out of 7 of us, I think 4 or 5 of us were able to qualify in the first year itself.
Now that's really amazing, right? Because it's not just the training part that was taken care of, but also the other aspects of giving a strong foundation. And as you said, challenges were always there. So it was definitely an exciting place to intern in comparison. I don't know
Exactly.
about the law firm, but yes, uh, it is definitely a challenging environment to work with, especially if you have different technical domains. Not everybody is comfortable with physics and all other fields. So,
Right.
if you were to talk about the learnings, like you once said that you dealt with different technical domains, then also accepting challenges is another learning, as I could understand from what you have said. Are there any other learnings for you from this training period, and if you would like to share with everyone?
So yes, definitely. I mean, it was like first on-job training for me. So first work environment, and we had to learn how to deal with a team, how to work in a team, how to work with your seniors, and how to manage your definitely how to manage your emotions when you are faced with tough situations. And definitely, I mean, it was a work-life balance learning how to focus on your work while also being able to take care of your family. So
Mhm.
that part, I mean, was one of the learning. And apart from that, I had this perception that, as I earlier mentioned, that government organizations, people don't work. But this was a different experience, which I had not expected. So this unit was actually working very good. Everybody was very professional and they were fully dedicated professionals. So I didn't I mean, my perception definitely changed for government organizations. So that was another learning.
Mhm. I see. And did you also get a chance to work in the prosecution or pre-filing or post-filing cases, or was it limited to just one phase of file, just the,
So, yeah, I
the
mean,
search and the analysis part?
so for me, prosecution was not a part of the responsibilities that we were assigned as intern. What we were made to learn and focus initially was to do the prior art search. So what
Mhm.
we were doing is, I mean, I did prior art search for 7 of the cases throughout the domain, and um, and then converting them into the techno-legal aspect of the invention. So
Okay.
their, I mean, entire focus was, and I can remember like I was working on one of the dental implant patents. And that patent we worked on months to draft. We were working on each and every word of that claim to see how it would imply when this patent gets granted? What would be its implication? So that set the course of the entire professional journey, because you know that each and every word in a claim matters.
Yeah.
So that was the foundation for my IP part.
So are you still working in the field of IP, or you have moved ahead of it now?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Are you still working in IP, or have you moved beyond IP now?
So like my as you would know, my career journey has been transitioning, and it transitioned a lot. Like I was into IP, then I moved into tech transfer, and then into incubation. But then IP has been a part of the entire journey. You cannot seclude IP. So IP is everywhere when you are part of the innovation cycle. And my career has definitely, though, transitioned from uh, different aspects of innovation cycle, but definitely it's part of the package always.
Should I say, Yogmaya, that IP finds us and we find IP in everything?
Yes, definitely you put it in the right word.
So now, since you are a founder, everybody would be curious to know more about the journey that you have undertaken. So what prompted you to become an entrepreneur? Since we were transitioning from different phases of innovation. So what prompted you to become an entrepreneur?
So after transitioning through all these aspects of this career, innovation career, I felt that definitely some there would be some point in time wherein I need to follow my own calling. And I have always wanted to do something about climate, because I was a environment student at some point in time when I was doing my post graduation.
Mm.
So I thought maybe this is the time. Once I was into the startup incubation, startup ecosystem, and I was working with startups. So I really felt confident, because when we are into a job, we are really not able to think about jumping into the entrepreneurship game, because we feel that whether it would work or not. But maybe this career journey has given me that confidence that now I'll be able to manage, I'll be able to take off and do it. So I thought to pursue my calling and take up startup in climate change.
Mhm. And what's your startup called?
So it's Green Arids Private Limited.
Okay. So it's all connected to climate.
Correct.
So do you like to give any tips for the future IP professionals, uh, or those who are interested in doing the Kiran scheme training or Wise scheme training now, and would like to take their career in IP?
Sure, definitely anybody who wants to pursue, and especially, it's a really good career option for women. And there's this scheme that has been put up by TIPEC, DST, and supporting women to come back into their their career breaks and take up a career in this field. And women are definitely have that kind of mindset to pursue this career and better manage, because I think women have that multitasking mindset, and they are better multitaskers, we all know. And IP definitely involves multitasking. You have to understand the invention, you have to be into the you have to get into the legal part of it, you have to be into technical part, and you also have to see the commercial aspect of it. So it definitely involves you into multiple aspects of innovation and its commercialization, and women are better prepared to pursue this career. So I would suggest that all women definitely think about pursuing this career, or otherwise, I mean, definitely learn about IP, and so that they are better informed in whatever they are pursuing.
Sure. So thanks, Yogmaya, so much. What I could, foresee that what is the takeaway message from your side is that, we should be flexible. We should be willing to take the challenges. That is how you're going to transition like Yogmaya has done in her career. And you will be ready for your next role when you take challenges in the first role. So always be open and flexible for it. Thank you so much, Yogmaya, for joining and sharing your story. I would like to invite you for a detailed interview and, trouble you more with different questions. But thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Pooja. It was a pleasure.